Hello everyone, this is Akash R and I'm here to teach you class 10 types of wire. So with a warm welcoming, let us start my video now. So you are able to see a picture in your screen, right? So can you say what is that? That is a socket, right? That is a socket where we connect most of our electric domestic appliances to that. So in that domestic appliances, let us see what are all the types of wire involved. Okay, so you can see some three holes in the socket, right? So each hole serves a purpose. So what is that? So you can see from one hole there is a red wire which is coming out, and from another hole a black color wire which is coming out. Actually, the wire color is not sensed. In fact, it is insulated with a red color and black color. Okay, so hope so if you see a wire like this, so this is a wire which carries current, right? So it's a ordinary mobile charge wire. So this is a wire which carries current, but I when I touch this I cannot feel the shock or anything because it has been insulated with some cover. Likewise, your main two types of wire, that is live wire and neutral wire, is also insulated, but basically all the live wire is usually insulated with red color, and your and your neutral wire is insulated with black color wire. So what is this purpose of live wire and neutral wire? Remember, the potential difference of live wire is 220 volt, that is what we are getting in our India, and the neutral wire potential is zero with respect to ground. So this is what you have to know. Then what is the third hole which is present just above the two holes in the socket serves as? For that, let I illustrate one example for you all guys. See, you can say, okay, this part is not necessary. Yeah, this much is enough. So you can see a wire there. It's a 3-pin wire. Okay, so in a 3-pin wire, the you can see that red and yeah, the red and black wire will just connect to the two sockets holes which are present below. Then what is this third wire represents then? The third wire is in turn connected to a earth wire. Actually, basically, there are three types of wire. One is earth wire, live wire, and neutral wire. Neutral wire is usually insulated with black color, and live wire is usually insulated with red color. And the earth wire, the name itself says, it is usually insulated with green wire. So, live wire is a wire which supplies the current to all the electric appliances and whose potential difference is 220 volt, whereas the neutral wire, the potential difference is 0 volt. It's just act as a closed circuit part, the neutral wire. Now let us learn what is this green wire talks about then. You can see a micro oven. So you can see that the a red insulated cover has been tainted due to some fault conditions. So what happens if the red insulation wire is teared up? You can see the wire is carrying a current. If I switch on, what happens? That current which has leaked out from that red insulation cover will transverse the current to all the metallic body. Since micro oven is made up of a metallic body, the entire metallic body will carrying the charges and makes the user to have a very nasty kind of shock. So in order to prevent this cases, what happens? The earth wire comes into the picture here now. So look here, you can see a green wire which is present on the metallic plate. So that green wire will act as a saver for us, because the green wire has a very low resistance path. Very important, green wire has a low resistance path. Since it is having a low resistance path, the current which has came down from the leakage, all the current this green wire takes away because it is having a low resistance path. Since it is having a low resistance path, what happens? It takes away all the current and it gives back to the earth itself. Okay, and what happens next? Let us have a view. Oh, so basically what I can say, there are three types of wire in all the appliances. For some appliances only two wires are enough. For example, mobile chargers and all, three wires are not enough. Three wires are not necessary. And yeah, for some cases the three wires are not at all necessary. Whereas if the appliances is made up of a metallic body, then the third wire, the earth wire, is very essential because it draws away all the leakage current in the metallic body, and it serves or it sends it to the earth and it distributes it properly in the earth. Now let I want to show a wire. So you can see a wire. This is my laptop charge wire. You can see there are three pins. So each pin constitutes a wire. One is for live, one is for neutral, and another is for earth. So this will be live and this will be neutral, or this will be neutral or this will be live, no doubt in that. And this third pin, which is little bit fat and long, is your earth wire. Then the question arises, compared to this three pin, this pin is little bit fat. Why is it so fat? Means whenever I put this wire inside the socket, the fat or the earth wire will get connect first. Why it should be connected first? Because if there is any appliances, the live wire shouldn't reach us the metallic body, and it should not provide a shock for the user. So what happens, that earth wire will be little bit long and fat, and it gets inserted first, and the earth wire will have the connection first, so that if there is any leakage of current, it drops back, since it is having a low resistance path. So that is what this meant. So if there is no green or earth wire, a person or a user may get this shock, a nasty shock. If there is a green wire, even though there is a faulty, a person or anyone will not get a shock. So user is safe from that danger. And let us learn what you mean by overload and short circuiting, which is very important for your NCRT and CBSE final examination, which will be usually asked for 4 mark or 3 marks. So get on to it. Overload and short circuit. Basically, overload means you all know too much of current. Overload in the sense which is very much. Okay, so too much of current is the meaning of overload. You can see the socket there. So the socket, if more current passes through the red insulation wire, what happens, the red insulation cover will starts to tear away. After it's tear away, what happens, eventually it catches fire, so it leads to a accidental usage also. So that must be prevented. To prevent that, what happens means we are going to use a fuse. Okay, I like to show this picture. So this is a fuse. So fuse is a device which prevents the electric appliances from any danger. Your fuse will protect the electric appliances. Okay, so how it protects means, you can see a yellow color thing there, right? So what happens, if it takes more current, and the fuse has a two important properties, make a note. Fuse has a two important properties. One is it has a very 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 low melting point, as well as it has a very high resistance. Since it is having a high resistance, whatever the current comes it doesn't allow to go back, it doesn't allow to pass the current, because it is having high resistance. The obstructions are more. If obstructions are more, the current cannot easily pass, so it will takes all the heavy current which is coming from the main supply, and since it is having a very very low melting point, it immediately starts to melt and we can replace it. So this is how the fuse is working, and nowadays we are not going to use this kind of fuse, because it needs to be replaced all the cases when the fuse starts to break out. So now we have changed to this kind of fuse, which is a very advanced type. It automatically gets broken out, it automatically breaks the circuit, and it gets on. So it is most highly advanced, and that you don't need to learn it now, I think so. So this is what we are using in our homes. So why this overloading occurs? The overloading occurs if connect more than one appliances in a single socket, because this single socket, what you can see in the screen, will takes away all the current. So if this happens, overloading occurs, too much of current will occurs. Not only that, very important, when live wire and neutral wire comes in direct contact also, your overloading happens. See here, you can see the picture there, the live wire and neutral wire came in direct contact. When they came in direct contact, then there must be a chance of getting overloading. What is the result of overloading? The result of overloading is obviously the current increases drastically and heavily, and that phenomenon where the current increases drastically, I'm sorry, it's not a phenomenon, that process where the current increases drastically due to overloading is called as short circuiting. So what do you mean by short circuiting? I do repeat, when the current increases drastically or heavily due to overloading is called short circuiting. And how overloading occurs? When too much of current flows to a circuit, when so many electric appliances are connected to a single socket, or when live wire and direct wire comes into a direct contact due to some fault, that also will lead to the overloading. Now we have learned about what you mean by overloading, short circuiting, everything. This is the 4 question for your homework. Please let me know the answers in the comment section. I'll be eager to read out all your comments. Okay, now we are going to learn about the different types of switch boxes. You can see the 2 pictures in your screen, right? One is having only few holes, whereas the right side which you are able to see is having more number of holes. Why is that so? Usually the this one in this socket will be connecting usually the what will be connecting the electric fans or bulbs or anything. But in this case, where the socket is filled with so much of holes, it is in turn connected, it is connected to an some metallic objects like or which takes more current, like refrigerator, air conditioner, geysers, etc. So now let us learn how the meter box works. So all the circuits are placed parallelly, that you have learnt in electricity chapter also. So all the circuits in the home are connected parallelly. So what happens means, yeah, to all the circuit there will be a fuse, as it is written in your screen. Fuse has a 2 important property. It has a very high resistance and it has a very low melting point. So this fuse will accommodate only 5 ampere of current. If more than 5 ampere of current is passing to the circuit, it will take all the 5 ampere of current and it will start to break. Only 5 ampere of current is necessary for the home appliances? No, because geysers will take more than 5 ampere. Even air conditioner will take more than 5 ampere. In such cases, this kind of electric switches are used, where you can see more number of holes in the socket. So this holes or this socket can withstand can withstand up to 15 ampere of current. So if it exits more than 15 ampere of current, of course the second fuse will start to break or it will start to burst out. So this is how the meter board works. And this fuse, the collection of fuse in a box, is called as distribution box, where we can see in all the meter box, and it is in turn connected to a meter where it records how much current we are using, and that meter has a connection to a fuse again, because fuse is a protective device, right? It will protects our appliances from any kinds of dangerous, and then that wire is in turn connected to the electrician supplies or the main supplies. Now again I have 3 questions for you. So all the switches are connected in series or parallel or in mixed in the sense 2 circuit series, and all they will be parallel, like that it is connected in mixed or in the series or parallel. You let me know in the comment section. And second question is why there are 2 different circuits? Why all the circuits can be connected in parallel? No, why only the socket which is having less number of holes are separated separately, and the socket which is having more holes are kept in the separate circuit? Why there is such a difference? That you have to let me know in the comment section. And what is the main 2 property of fuse? That also please let me in the section. Yes, that's it. By this the chapter called magnetic effects of electric current ends. So this is about types of wire. Hope you understood this very lesson. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. And my dear students, if you have any doubt, you can let me know in the WhatsApp group. And thank you. Let me meet you again on the next interesting session. Goodbye and thank you.